What is up, YouTube? We are back with another video. Unfortunately, we don't have good news, but we do have a little bit of good news at the same time. So we got a G-Body that we LS swapped at one time sitting in the door of the shop, and we have a Mazda sitting outside the shop. Now, I know what you're saying. What's bad about that? Well, the bad thing about that is the Mazda needs a motor already. It's got a little bit of a rod knock. So in the meantime, we are going to work on the G-Body. I had to get a new converter so we can stall it up and launch it like we used to. The little unboxing video that I'll put in, a little bit of behind the scenes action. We just got a package, and if I'm not mistaken, how are we gonna get into this? Apparently just like this. Ow. The staple hurt. We got our new torque converter for the budget LS swap G-Body. Now, this thing is a Amazon specialty, $275, shipped in 2-day delivery, and it is a 2700 to 3000 stall converter. And now I am getting ready to put the motor and transmission in the car. But as I was moving stuff around out back, I noticed that the grass is pretty dang long, and I like to keep the grass down and the moisture off my stuff. So I am moving everything out of the way so I can mow behind the shop and keep the grass like golf course thin. And in the process of coming to get the jump pack, I was thinking, you know, my channel is kind of starting to turn out like a vlog rather than doing cool stuff with my race cars, because they're always broken and I suck at building things. So that's what we're rocking with today. I need to get 2 more cars moved out of the way. One of them, the battery is pretty dang close, and that would be the figure 8 car over there. All right, jump pack is on. Let's see if we can get it to start before I crawl all the way in here. So switch on, fuel pump on. Just like I figured, this thing fires right up. It is in some kind of a limp mode. I'm pretty sure the transmission is on its way out the door. But we're gonna go ahead and pull this thing out and get all this grass mowed down, get this car moved out, get the grass mowed down, and then we can start putting everything back in here. All right, let's see if this Firebird will start. I don't have a battery for it, so I'm gonna try to run it off the jump pack. I'm not sure if it'll do it or not. And if you look in the back window here, you can see the fuel pump is in a bucket of gas, and all the gas might have evaporated out by now. So we might have to put a little gas in it, but see if we can get it to actually fire up today. All right, jump pack is in and turned on. We do have a flat tire, so it'll still move. Actually, it's looking pretty dry in that jug, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add gas before we even start. Okay, so we got a little bit of gas in there. I had to use a mason jar to get it in there. All right. I am gonna prime it a couple times if I can get the pump to keep running. Nope, that's okay. I don't think I got enough juice. All right, we're gonna try to jump it off the truck, and then it should run off the jump pack long enough to move it. I hope. If not, we'll just drag it out of the way. That sounds a little better. Still nothing. All right, you're not gonna get to see me drag this car anywhere. I put a battery in it. I got the jump pack on it. I don't have the proper ends, and it's a little janky, but it's ran like this before, so it should run like this again. It fired. Let's get a little more fuel up there. Fired again. Might have to pump the gas a little more. All right, it's running. It didn't take much at all. This is a Tuneport injected 5.7 liter with a Holley and MSD on it. It is sucking crazy amounts of air. All the intake pipe and everything is in the back. But let's see if it still moves. It sounds good, it runs good. Luckily I can see from underneath the hood there. It does need a little bit of brake love, so we're gonna pump them up a little bit before we try this. We're in drive. Oh, there's a wasp. You're not gonna get me, son. All right. We're just gonna take it to the longer grass for now. Okay, still on my hat. He did not put up any bit of a fight at all, but I am not even willing to risk it. All right, now that everything's moved around, let's jump on the pit bike and go get the mower. And I didn't want to bore you guys with mowing. If you want to see me mow, drop a comment, say let's mow. But I just mowed a little pad here, got all this trimmed down, got the cars put back in. And now I can park the truck in front of the trailers. Tractor, I need to fix the alternator on, but I need to clean up my mess by the walk-in door so I can park the tractor where it goes. But in the meantime, it can just sit right here next to the Firebird, and then the Honda I'd be driving around. The Mazda will end up back inside once the G-body's buttoned up. But I have had enough of moving stuff around and mowing. I think it is time to get this thing put back together. I need to get it pushed into the lift spot, and then we should be good to go.